usual suspects, Lockhart, Brunton, and Cosmic were all goal scorers, and Sagan Hutchison contributed with 3 assists. So, all year the Trappers have been doing it by committee, and I guess if you're a carpenter, which I've not been, the Trappers have a lot of finishing nails. On the actual Timmins Major side, they were actually led by their big goal scorer, and that would be Maverick Boucher, number 55, who has 25 points in total. So, it should be a great game today. One of the things we want is we want both teams to come out and play strong, because that's how this league gets better. From the Trappers' perspective, they've got a bit of an edge in the points, but the Majors have 2 games in hand. So this should be a really good test for the Trappers, and we just hope that both teams come out and maybe reduce some of the sloppy play, and both teams have a solid effort here this afternoon.
All right, thank you, Rob, and we're about to head to the national anthem here, so we'll tune you in for that, and we'll be right back after for the opening face-off.
Please rise, if able, remove your hats for the playing of O Canada.
And here we are, ready for the opening face-off. I'll make note that, as yesterday, we're in Memorial Gardens as opposed to the Powassan Sportsplex, which the last few games that we've done together, Rob, have been in.
Yeah, it's a little warmer here.
Yeah.
I think yesterday the Trappers had what I call kind of the U16 hangover. Now playing another team that's equally matched, another U18 team. They didn't have as much space, and they didn't have as much of the physical advantage that they had when we were in Powassan last weekend, Ben. So as a result, I think some of the sloppiness was a result of less time and less space. So we'll see what less than 24 hours brings in terms of their ability to adjust. But one thing I do know is Coach Josh Dale has offered a really important message to the boys, and we'll see if they respond.
All right, and the puck's underway, and the Majors have chipped the puck down in behind the net. And Pad Boy out to stop the puck, throws it around, and it goes up over the glass and out for our first face-off, only 13 seconds into this game.
Yeah, and we literally have the 2 top goalies in the league, followed very closely by our Trapper goalie, Carson Ruddy. So Alex Hall basically has a 3.59 goals against with 6 wins, and Logan Coates has an outstanding 1.78 goals against, and he has 7 wins.
Those are some incredible numbers, especially for at this level.
Yeah, and again, like in working with both Logan and Carson, it's a team effort too, right? I mean, as goalies, we are one part of the team, and those numbers are reflective of a team commitment to defense and supporting their goaltender. And so, we look at those numbers as important individually, but I think they're also a reflection of some good coaching and some great discipline by the entire team.
Certainly. And Timmins makes their way in. Bertrand loses the puck, but he stays on it as it goes behind the net. The Trappers pick it up. Bahari picks it up behind the net and goes out across the blue line into the neutral zone. Proctor has it now into the zone. Defense really leading the charge here. Proctor loses control of it. Bertrand picks it up for Timmins. He moves it up the ice. It gets out to the neutral zone, but doesn't stay out as the Trappers pick it up. They find their way back into the Timmins zone. That's Moore with the puck in the corner, cuts towards the net, goes hard, runs into the goalie and the post.
Wow, great effort by Mateus Moore there. He's played like a pit bull this year, and he's definitely on that shift showed some great determination. Now, interesting tidbit is that 3 of Mateus's cousins, who had strong efforts yesterday for the majors yesterday, played for the Timmins majors. Jordan 22, Malachi 24, and Kata 17. All 3 of them very important parts of the Timmins majors team.
That's a neat family tie to have, and it shows how much of a small world it really is in the Northern Ontario hockey community.
And I think, if you were playing a game of shinny in that particular family, I don't know that we would be the leaders on those teams.
No, there's certainly some elevated skill going on there. The Trappers have it, take a shot towards the net, and it's deflected into the corner. Deck receives it at the point, tries to throw it towards the net, but Timmins intercepts it, makes their way out to the neutral zone. They cross their way into North Bay's end. North Bay does a great job of smothering their control at the puck. Buckman has it, circles around behind his own net and swings out. Cuts out through the middle and makes his way through the neutral zone into Timmins' end. And Timmins takes the puck away, and they start to make their way back down the ice, but Siegel picks it up in the neutral zone for the Trappers, throws it back to his defense partner Deck, and Deck has it. Looking for a pass, passes to Burnett. Burnett throws it into the corner and chases after it, but the Timmins netminder throws it around, makes its way back to Cardinal. Cardinal passes across to his partner. His partner cycles him back behind his own net to let his team make a change and regroup, and he moves the puck out into the corner, and the Majors are on their way. Etheridge throws it up in the neutral zone, but it's picked up by Broussard, who throws it back in. The Timmins now has control in their own zone again, trying to make a play. It gets out, and it shoots all the way down into the Trappers' zone. The Trappers throw it around behind the net, but it's picked off by the Majors. They have a great chance, throws it out in front. Doesn't connect, though. And now Brunton is heading the other way, and he's a dangerous player with the puck. Takes a shot, and saved, deflected off into the other side. Thrown back in, but Timmins has it, and they make their way out. They make their way back into the Trappers' zone, but aren't able to control the puck, the pass that's not received. Now Cullen picks it up for the Trappers, and he throws it out, but it's picked up by the Majors, and a big hit is thrown by Lockhart. And the Majors have a shot, big save right there from in close. And now the Trappers, Lockhart makes his way into the Major zone. The puck is loose now, scrambling around to try and find it. No one can gain control of it yet. Lockhart shovels it up to Brunton. Brunton throws it back to Broussard. Broussard throws it back to Proctor, and Proctor takes a shot towards the net, but it's blocked. Now Broussard has the puck and throws it back into the Majors zone. The Majors have it behind their own net. This is on its way out, tries to make a stretch pass down. And the Trappers pick it up in their own zone and try to make a breakout, but a sloppy pass is intercepted, but the Trappers pick it back up, and they drop the puck. Majors with a big chance. Throw in front, pass can't connect. Bahari with a fight in the corner for the puck, and the Trappers come away with it. Now Paquette is moving with the puck up. Across the blue line, offside, and Starcevic touches the puck, and we'll have a face-off just outside the Major zone.
So I had a great meeting with Josh Dale just before the game, and we were going over, some reflections on yesterday. And, Josh being a first-year Trapper coach coming over for the Voodoos, he's done a really wonderful job with the Trappers. And, there were some really undisciplined plays yesterday, and one of the messages that he sent to the boys today is he's looking for a higher level of discipline, and also really interesting, looking for some more positive body language too, in terms of the way guys are presenting themselves on the bench. All really important things at this age and stage to develop.
And as we've seen a lot so far today, there's been a lot of back and forth action, and no one's really had great time to take control, which is a negative, but it also shows that both teams are doing a great job of putting pressure on the other team and not letting them set up a play. As the Trappers are currently trying to interrupt the Majors' attempt at breaking out of their own zone. But the Majors still have control inside their own zone. It looks like they're going to get out now. They get across the blue line and dump it into the Trappers' zone. Coates plays the puck, but it's intercepted. A great defensive play stops a pass from connecting, though. The Majors keep it in, fire the puck towards the net, and Coates just covers it up for a face-off.
Yeah, I mean, right now, a little bit of tentative play, and I think both teams maybe were told that higher levels of discipline and maybe some of that sloppy play that was evident in yesterday's game. Looks like guys are trying to tidy that up a little bit and be a little bit more disciplined with their structure and making better reads and passes.
And Timmins intercepts the North Bay attempt to break out of the zone, but Cullen grabs it, skates down the ice, and he's tripped up for a penalty coming. Trappers have control of the puck, but does the Majors grab it or face it up for it's going to be a 2 minutes tripping penalty?
Well, and that, yesterday, Ben, was kind of what was going on. Guys were getting behind the play, and guys were moving their feet, and if you're trying to catch the play, oftentimes you're going to end up taking a penalty like that. So good job to the Trappers there for keeping those feet moving, and much better to be on a power play early than to be defending.
And that was a great job by Cullen to activate himself on that rush with the puck and draw that penalty. As the puck drops inside Timmins zone, North Bay takes time to set up, but they turn over the puck and it's fired all the way down to their end. Cullen's on his way back with a Major in hot pursuit of him. They're fighting for the puck in the corner there, but Cullen skates away with it. Moves the puck to a winger. Mixes up to Burnett. Burnett takes a shot, misses high and wide, and ends up in the corner. The Trappers have the puck again. Pass back to Cullen, almost escapes, but he's able to hold the line. Fires in a shot, and there's a rebound, but covered up before any Trappers can get to it.
Great job by Jackson Cullen there, kind of that leadership presence on the back end. He's been a real good steadying force this year for the Trappers on D, and keeping that puck in made that play look easy. But one of the things Coach Josh Dale has done is he's allowed his defense to activate, but they've also got to know when to run and when to hold.
The Trappers go for a wraparound, and they score on a rebound off a wraparound attempt that was stopped. The Trappers are up 1-0 off a power play goal.
Now, again, that goal in particular, Alex Hall got the wraparound, sealed the post tight. Rebound came out, and that's just a fine example of the Trappers this year, getting a dirty goal, following up on that rebound, and, that's just what I call a hunger goal, not basically stopping on the play. Good wrap, good save by Hall, rebound was there, and what we'll call a dirty goal, but a good grit goal, so good job by the Trappers.
Yeah, not all goals can be beautiful, but they all count the same on the board. As playback underway, and Timmins manages to clear their zone. There's a little fumbling around the neutral zone. The Majors come away with the puck, and they get into the Trappers zone. Majors, looks like that was an offside call there.
Yeah, and getting that first goal here, I think, for the Trappers right now, I mean, statistically, the Trappers, on paper in terms of goaltending and in terms of the number of people that have points and goals, this is a game technically and statistically that they should be winning. But, this is a development league, and teaching teams how to win when they need to win and when they should win, that's another whole story.
And the Majors have it in the Trapper zone. It's a comeback shot on net. Coates makes a pad save and deflects it wide. The Trappers are trying to get it out but aren't able to. They still have control in their own zone, though. They're chipping the puck up. Starcevic has it. He throws the puck forward to Deck. Deck makes a move with the puck to Moore. Back to Starcevic. Starcevic shot wide. Saved by Hall. The Majors pick it up. Kadek has it. Oh! Strike away and the puck goes towards Hall. He has to be quick on that one. The Majors are trying to clear their zone but are unable to at the moment as they fire the puck all the way down the ice just to get it out. The Trappers have some time to set up a play in their own zone. Try for a stretch pass, but that's been intercepted, and they try and fire it up again as the puck goes all the way down the ice, but the ref's saying it was touched, so no icing on the play. The Majors pick it up behind their own net and try and skate out of their zone. The Majors now clear into the Trappers' end, just barely offside, and we'll have a face-off just outside of the Trappers' line again.
I made a point yesterday, Ben, all four goalies played well, and in particular, Carson Ruddy had a strong performance, had to be relieved for Logan Coates. but Jared Shipia for the Majors was having a really solid game, and Alex Hall came on and was outstanding as well. So not often I can say all 4 goalies giving strong performances.
That's not a common thing. As the puck comes down the ice, the Trappers make an attempt but can't get a shot on net. The Majors have the puck behind their own net as they try and set up and make a play forward. They're still behind their own goal line, though, as the puck gets shot, and it's now just ahead of their goal line as they're unable to control it and move it significantly forward. The Trappers pick it up again. Big play in front of the net, backhand, saved by Hall, rebound save, shot being made again. The puck's loose in front of the net. Fired back out. Proctor picks it up at the point. Stapleton takes a shot again, and Hall's able to hold on to that one in the breadbasket.
Wow, good start. Josh Dale delivered a pretty powerful message, as he said to me, in terms of discipline and wanting to get guys on their toes early and playing with discipline and good body language and energy, and it would seem that they have received that message early in this game, Ben.
They're also doing a great job of following up on the plays. It's not one shot and done. They're going to the net and trying to make the most of every chance towards the net. Brunton wins it back to Sagan Hutchison. He fires it towards the net, but it's deflected wide by a leg. Back in front, and Broussard takes a shot, but Hall's able to hold on to it for a face-off.
That was a really nice, skilled kind of backhand saucer pass out to Broussard. These kids at this age and stage, some of the skill that they exhibit, it's really quite impressive to watch. But another solid save by Hall, who right now is doing a good job of keeping his team in this game.
Yeah, that was a fantastic pass out by Broussard that made Hall have to be active there as the Majors turn it over in the neutral zone and the Trappers hold on to it. Broussard skates into his own zone and circles back towards the other end as he loses control of the puck. Picks it up again, though, crosses into the Major zone, and the shot's fired from the far side. And Brunton cycles it back around, but Broussard isn't able to grab it, but Lockhart throws a hit to try and get the puck. And now Broussard's tangled up with a man, and Lockhart's tangled up, and back to the point, Cullen pinches in and holds the puck inside the zone. Now it shoots free across the ice, and the Majors are in with numbers. They have a 2-on-1, able to make a pass across. Big save by Coates as a Majors player takes the net off the moorings.
Strong save by Logan Coates. He read the play quite well, but like you said, coming back, that looked like a 3-on-1 coming back, and they were coming back with numbers. And we talk about it all the time, Ben, at a U18 AAA level. No lead is insurmountable, and it is a game of motion and emotions. Games at this age and stage can turn on a dime. So you're the Trappers, you want to keep it growing because this Timmins team is not going to let you off the hook easy.
No, they certainly have shown some fight back so far today. Starcevic in for the puck, and that's picked up, ended up by Trappers, but they lose control of it. The Majors have the puck. It's back into the Trappers' end. Deck fires it out of his zone. Valerie picks it up for the Majors and fires it back in. Coates plays it behind his net. It's picked up by Buckman as he fires it across in front to Moore, but Moore gets hit and loses control of it. Deck has the puck now, circles around his own net for another attempt at leaving their zone, but he's hotly covered. Moore grabs it off of Deck, is able to clear the puck out, but Deck cycles back into his zone, makes his way up, and now it's at the blue line of the Majors as both teams have many players in. It looks like another delayed call here coming against the Majors. Looks like possibly a boarding call as the Trappers try and control the puck and maybe get some chances here before the penalty even takes hold. But it's fired in. The Majors touch up the puck, and looks like that's going to be a charging call. 2 minutes against the Majors.
Yeah, and again, that's 2 penalties now for the Majors, and probably 2 penalties their coaching staff won't be real happy with. One thing to kind of watch, yesterday the Majors were kind of getting caught in the neutral zone with some turnovers, and that really led to some offensive chances for the Trappers, and we're seeing a little bit of that here today too. So, Timmins Majors might want to clear up that neutral zone a bit in terms of their entry and their exit from it.
There has been a few attempted stretch passes and longer passes that are just being picked off. The Trappers have control. Siegel behind the net. He's looking for someone to pass out to. He's fighting for the puck in the corner now. Starcevic in with him. And the Majors are able to break away with the puck, and they're heading down for a 2-on-2. Oh, it makes a break past them on a breakaway with the goalie's shot. Big save by Coates there. That was a huge save. as the Trappers pick up the puck and behind their own net try and slow the play down and gain control again on this power play. They break out of their zone. Pass across over to Starcevich as he heads into the major zone but isn't able to control it. So it comes back out in the neutral zone. The Trappers pick it up again. Sagan Hutchinson has it, throws it over just ahead of Starcevich. The Majors get it, throw it in. Broussard picks it up. Broussard at the half boards, looking for someone to move the puck to. Throws it across the line. Sagan Hutchinson takes a shot. In front, wide open net on a rebound. There's another goal.
Yeah, and again, you know, that was a really heads-up play by Sagan Hutchinson, and I know this is something that the boys, you know, we've talked about in practices. A really good shot selection there, down low on the ice, where, you know, that rebound control, Alex Hall was not able to put that rebound where it needed to go, but you know, I think that was a real strategic shot that led to that goal.
And that was a good job of Siegel being right in the right spot at the right time and put it home with no mistake there. So 2 power plays and 2 power play goals for the Trappers so far. The puck behind the net, Hall deflects it around, but the Trappers able to pick it up. But it's picked up by the Majors, and it's back to the Trappers, and there's no real control had by it, but the Majors have it in their own zone now and cycle it around to try and control a bit. Trappers have the puck. Proctor fires it into the far side corner. Back behind the net, the Majors have it, throwing it back and forth. A little miscommunication, but they are able to control the puck still. So try and pass out in front, picked off by Siegel. Sight goes around behind the net. Throws it back to the point for Bahari. Bahari's shot blocked, but it injures the Majors player, and Proctor's able to get there to recover it, and the Trappers are back inside the Major zone, but the Majors pick it up, find their way back down the ice, and we have an offside play again where Caddick just made a last-minute dipsy-do and sending his line mate offside.
Strong shift by Scotty Siegel there, and again, you know, this year the Trappers are scoring by committee. Already we have Scott Siegel on the board. Yesterday we had Broussard with a hat trick, and then you're always going to have Cosmic and Lockhart and Benny Brunton, the usual suspects. So I mean, you can take a look up and down the line this year with the Trappers, and they have a lot of what I'll call finishing nails, guys that are just finishing and getting goals however and whenever.
And the puck is back inside the Major zone. The Trappers have it. Brunton throws it around, but there's no one there to grab it. But Broussard gets over to be in the fight for the puck, and pinching defenseman is able to grab it as well. The Trappers are able to control it. Back to Cullen. Cullen takes a shot. It's deflected wide and hits the glass. Sagan Hutchinson pinches and holds it in. Lockhart's able to pick up the puck in the corner, throws it in front, but there's no one there. Cullen at the point, tips it in the corner. Back to Sagan Hutchinson at the point where he takes a shot. We're seeing a lot of shots back and forth from the point and some rebounds there, but Trappers aren't able to connect on that shift as the puck gets back into their zone. Coates has it, makes a bad pass out, and that's a great Christmas gift right there, and I'm sure Coates is going to be seeing that one in his nightmares tonight.
Yeah, that was a bad read by Logie Coates. You know, we do a lot of work, and our goalies for the Trappers are really strong at handling the puck. That was just one that, you know what, it's going to happen. Goaltending, hockey's a game of failure, and you know, Logie, we've been working hard on the mental side of things, so it's basically next shift, next play, another opportunity for success, but definitely one that you'd like to have back.
And a shot towards the net, broken stick, doesn't make it to Coates, and the Trappers head back the other way. The Majors are able to break up that rush, though, find his way back down. The Trappers are pick it off in the neutral zone again. Moore high sticks the puck, and it makes its way down, so we'll have a face-off again. And as you mentioned last time, you know, this is a development league, and goalies are going to make mistakes. You don't want them to play out of a place of fear, though. You want them to play out of confidence, and he has to go out and make that play. Because if he doesn't, that's playing out of that place of fear, and you have to accept that those mistakes are part of the game.
One of my golden rules, Ben, is you're never judged by a bad play, a bad goal, or a mistake, but you're always judged by your response to it. And so you always look for the response, and I know that a lot of scouts and people that are watching these young kids develop, you know, they understand they're going to make mistakes, but what they're looking for is they're looking for how they react when they go to the bench. what type of body language they show. And that's something, you know, Josh Dale was talking to the boys about too. And then what type of a response are you going to offer? And, you know, that's really the message that on a play like that we want Logan to be aware of.
And that's really one of those universal skills that I know we've talked about on air before. Once the majors have a shot in, coach makes a blocker save. But as I say, we've talked about before, is I work in technology and you have a background in technology. And when you're working with technology, mistakes are going to happen, problems are going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when and how prepared you are for that to happen and how you can react to it. And as you've transferred that skill set and mindset to athletes now of mistakes are going to happen. These are humans out there on the ice. Mistakes are going to happen.
And in life, you know, I do a lot of work in the field of resiliency, and a lot of my research in resiliency is learning how to overcome and not be overcome by challenges in your speed at being able to do that. And first part is accepting that in life and in sport, there are going to be challenges and there is going to be adversity, and you just have to face that.
And the Trappers have it inside the major zone. Shot towards the net blocked, and the majors are able to get it out into the neutral zone, but Proctor picks it up, and it's controlled by the Trappers again in. Big pass in front to Brunton. Brunt tries to make a pass over to Broussard, but it's deflected away. Lockhart tries to go for a wraparound, but it doesn't connect. Proctor picks it up in the neutral zone again. And more of the majors having that issue of getting through that neutral zone. Lockhart has it, finds it in, takes a shot. Rebound deflected into the corner by Hall. Bahari throws it into the corner. As Brunton cycles it back to Bahari, who takes a shot towards the net. And Lockhart's there fighting for the puck. Bahari fights for it. It's knocked off his feet, but is able to enough touch it back to Proctor. Puck back in on Halls. The majors have some time as the Trappers are making a line change, and they're able to get it out into the neutral zone. Bertrand gets hit, and that's arm up for a penalty.
That looks like it could be a hit to a head, perhaps by Trapper player Bahari. I'm certain that he's going to be getting some type of a call like that.
Yeah, that looked like one of those plays where he was coming in for the hit, and the majors player looked like he slipped at the same time, and, you know.
So isn't it interesting here, Ben? You know, we talk about, you know, how this is such a game of motion and emotion, and now, you know, we'll see how the Trappers respond to this on the penalty kill and that bad goal by Logie, and let's see what type of a response the Trappers can have to this.
Yeah, this is certainly for the majors their first big chance to tie it up here since going down 2-0, and as we've talked about, no leads are safe in this league, and the majors certainly have a chance here to come back into this game. As Cullen has the puck, clears it out all the way back down to the major zone as they control it and start to head back up the ice again. So the majors have some more trouble in the neutral zone, and Boucher comes offside.
The interesting fact from yesterday's game, and I stand to be corrected on this, but I think there were two for sure, if not more, goals that were scored shorthanded, and basically we were joking that, you know, the coaches might want to decline the penalties because they were giving up you know, goals when they should be scoring them on the power play.
And as you say that, the Trappers make a rush down towards the major zone and aren't able to connect for a shot, but that was a close play as the majors make their way back down the ice, and they're able to finally set up a little bit, but Sagan Hutchison is able to pick up the puck, makes a pass off as the Trappers just kill some time in the neutral zone before they flip it down back into the majors' end. The majors make a play up through the middle, get across the blue line safely, and are able to set up. They fire it around the corner, but there's no one there for it. The majors pick it up at the far blue line, fire it into the near side corner, and then fire it around again, back all the way down the ice. Hall comes out, but doesn't have the legs to reach him. The majors pick it up behind their own net now. Take some time to settle down and set up the play as they move the puck up the ice. Back into the zone. Bertrand has the puck. Holds on to it, passes it off. Puck, a few quick passes. A shot wide of the net, and it's deflected back to the point. Boucher has it again, top of the circle, takes a shot, deflection in front of the net.
That was a really skilled play right there. Wonderful deflection, nicely executed. And Ben, we're now tied up. And, you know, like we said, it appeared there for the first part of the game, you know, that the Trappers were all over the Timmins Majors and basically seemed to be exerting their will. And now how quickly things change with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first period.
And even the first half of that penalty kill looked like it was all Trappers. And, oh, that was a 5-minute major.
That is correct. So,
So we're still penalty kill here left for the Trappers ahead.
yeah, a bad undisciplined penalty there by Harry, you know, and now they still have an opportunity to score with 2 minutes left in the penalty.
And the Majors win that draw. And they cycle around in their own zone, taking time to set up to make sure they have a good look. So they head up the ice to make a pass across as they set up inside the Trapper zone. Looking for a man to move the puck to. Throws it back to the point. Back to the half boards. Cross from in front, but the shot doesn't make it to the net. The Trappers are fighting hard for it, throwing it around. Boucher's able to hold it in. But Brunton has the puck. He's making his way down the ice. He makes a fancy play in front, and he's taken out in front of the net. He looks for a call, but none coming there. And the Majors make their way back down the ice into the Trapper zone. The pass in front, intercepted. And the Trappers are able to clear the zone, and it's safe for now. As the Majors cycle around their own zone and head into the neutral zone, Brunton, with a big play, intercepts the puck. Looks to make a fancy move. Dipsy Doodle shot right on Hall as he's able to hold that one up for a face-off.
Well, the Trappers haven't had to face a whole lot of adversity this year, and when they have faced it, you know, there's been differing levels of response to it. So again, what Coach Josh Dale is looking for is he's looking for some positive body language, and he's looking for a response. And hats off to the Timmins Majors, who have executed nicely there on the power play, and they've had a couple of that first goal or second goal there was a very nice power play effort.
As the Majors make their way in, a shot on Coates, and he makes a glove save. I just wanted to mention that, although I think that goal was the first real chance on Coates since his turnover, that was in no way, I don't think that second goal was really his fault. It was a really nice redirection close in front of him. And so at this point now, I think he needs to make a couple saves and get that sort of that feel back for the puck, because he's had a couple unlucky breaks on him.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, it's a part of the mindset, and I'm certain that Logan will rebound. And, you know, with 1:48 left here, I think both teams are going to want to try to own this last 1:48.
And another shot taken from the top of the circle, and he's able to make a safe back catcher save, and a face-off to Coates' glove side will happen again.
Yeah, I think, you know, with the period winding down, interestingly enough, the last 3 or 4 minutes will allow the coaching staff for the Timmins Majors to go in with some positive news.
Yeah.
So,
and the puck escapes, and Starcevic's in Cosmic is in hot pursuit of the puck as the Majors try and clear out of their zone. They get across the blue line. Caddick throws it across, but it's picked up by Burnett as he fires it all the way down the ice. And Cosmic in hot pursuit again as the Majors are there. And Bahari is out of the box, and we're back to even strength for the last minute of play now. So puck fires all the way down the ice. Coates comes out and stops it. Fires it around the glass. No mistake on handling that one. Burnett has it. It gets fed up the ice to Broussard as he makes a play for it, but the Majors come away with the puck. They're trying to chip out of their zone, able to just get it out, but Deck controls the puck, throws it back into the corner. The Majors pick it up and control in their own zone, with setting up what could be their last rush down the ice for the period. But they're not able to get through the neutral zone cleanly, and they end up just dumping it into the Trapper zone. And it looks like the puck was deflected out of bounds there.
yeah, so for most of this period, the Trappers had the momentum and pretty much seemed to be, you know, maybe a stride or two ahead of the Timmins Majors, but, you know, how easily you can hand that momentum back, and Logan would probably like to have that back, which you don't ever get anything back in hockey and or life. And Bahari giving them that penalty with the opportunity to score on the power play for 5 minutes, not something that, again, Coach Josh Dale will be overly pleased with.
And the ref is stepping in just to tell a couple wingers to mind their P's and Q's before the puck is dropped. As Brunton tries to win the puck forward, but the Majors end up with control to get in. 24 seconds left, and Trappers are able to, not able to clear the zone. The Majors have it to keep it in, but unable to control the puck. But it's still inside the zone. So cycling around with the puck. Wide shot hits the side of the net. Deflects into the corner. Back to the point and escapes the zone, and we'll end the period 2-2. It's a tie game between the Majors and the Trappers.
Yeah, for Coach Josh Dale, not the way you want to end the period there, and two very sloppy attempts to exit their defensive zone there. For the Timmins Majors, interesting change in momentum and going into their dressing room. They will likely have something good to talk about and something to build on, but I'm pretty sure that both of these teams, after their coaches have a chance to try to contain the emotions and come up with another game plan, should be an interesting second period, Ben.
All right, we're going to head to our intermission, and we'll join you back for the second period of action after this.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalieresiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency. Welcome to the Clubhouse by Gateway Golf. Located on Oak Street East in North Bay, with over 200 plus real-time courses, simulator arcade games, and delicious eats, the Clubhouse is North Bay's newest social hangout. You can book times now at gatewaygolf.ca or come visit at 245 Oak Street East in North Bay, Ontario.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second period of action here this afternoon between the Timmins Majors and the North Bay U18 AAA Trappers. I'm joined here with Dr. Rob Graham and birthday boy Mike Brown on camera. It's a good afternoon to be here with you both.
Yeah, very exciting game here with second period, 2-2. We talked about it as we went off air. You know, it seemed like the Trappers were in control of their game and the momentum for a good chunk of the game, but how quickly the tide can turn. A bad penalty and a bad giveaway by goalie Logie Coates. So now we get to start fresh. We're all tied up again, and we'll see what the coaches, what type of message was delivered, and what type of a response both teams can offer here with 20 minutes left in the second period.
Yeah, there was all about the numbers of 2. 20 minutes left of the second period with the score of 2-2 between these two teams.
Are you a superstitious man, Ben?
I'm not at all. I just enjoy numbers. As the puck ends up behind the Trappers' net, they take control of it. Cosmic throws the puck across as the Trappers make it way in. Shot in front of the net, just missed. Cosmic throws it towards the net again. And Siegel has the puck. It flips up over his line mate's head. Ends up back behind the net. Pass out in front. Shot blocked by the Majors as they make their way back down the ice with a break. In on a breakaway, misses up the puck and then skates offside, so they throw the puck just back in on Coates, and the Trappers have control of the puck. So they fire it out of their zone into the neutral zone as the Majors are able to grab control in their own zone. And Siegel's hot in pursuit. Cosmic is in one-on-one. Top of the circle, shot and scores! Top of the net, finds a beautiful spot for that shot.
Wow, what a shot and what a release by Cosmic, and he's been one of the key players again this year on the Trappers. And, I was saying in the first period how this year, the Trappers have a lot of what I call finishing nails. Well, that particular shot and that release from there, would Alex Hall like to have that one back? Yeah, but having said that, that had some velocity and some accuracy on that.
And that was one of those shots where it was just 12 or 13 inches off the ice right above his outstretched pad. I was watching an interview this week of Jack Eichel. He was saying that he was talking to Patrick Kane at one of the previous World Cup events, and Kane, one of the finest goal scorers in the world, was saying, I always shoot low. I always shoot low. Regardless of how good goalies are getting with their butterfly, if you keep it low, there's a chance for a rebound. If you put it just over the pad, that's one of the best places to score, and that's exactly what happened on that goal there.
Well, as a goalie coach, I talk to a lot of our forwards and defense, and where goalies tend to be vulnerable is, like you said, low, just off the ice, and in particular on the blocker side.
And everyone wants to be shooting top corner and those fancy, nice shot goals, but those aren't where you score. Brunton has the puck, makes a pass out in front, but can't connect with Broussard. Brunton has it in the corner, spins away from his opponent, throws it back to the point. He skates the line. Deck takes a shot, tip twice in front of the net, but doesn't make it to the goal. And the Majors are able to get just out of the zone. Buckman has the puck, throws it across the ice. As Trappers break into the Timmins zone again. Brunton has it at the red line, circles around behind the net, tries to throw it out, but the pass is blocked. The Majors are on him tightly, and McLeod throws it up to his line mate, and they throw it just into the Trappers zone. Deck picks up the puck behind his own net, stops and heads back the other direction, but loses control. The Majors have control of the puck. Deck picks it up again, gets out behind his own net, loses it to his own feet, throws it up the boards, and Brunton's in hot pursuit of the puck, but gets it in front, big move, goal! He was able to just outlast the stretched pad of Hall on that one and was able to find the back of the net.
Wow, You know, and I was just talking to Vinnie Brunton's mom, and she was saying that, you know, he's been playing with a sore knee, and as you can imagine, back to back. But there's just an example of just not quitting on the puck, just a battle and grind mentality, but then just the ability to finish. Again, you know, last year, having worked with the Trappers and covered these games, you know, they had a hard time finishing, but it seems this year they're finishing and with regularity.
And the Majors throw the puck down the ice for the icing, so we end back the other zone.
So
but yeah, the ability to hold on to that puck through that play and that patience.
It's just always so much fun to be out there weekly. I get to go out on Thursday mornings and work with the goalies and to be out on the ice with these kids and just to see the skill level. And, you know, we saw Noah Cosmic shot there, and, you know, it just really is remarkable, these young athletes, and certainly fun to watch.
And play back underway. The Majors have control of it. Hits Starcevic's body and bounces into the Trappers zone, but the Trappers are able to take control again and head back into the Majors end. Get down behind the goal line. Pass out front. Big save by Hall. And the Majors able to take control of the puck, but not able to clear their zone yet. They throw it around behind their net.
That was a really big save by Alex Hall, Ben, at this particular point in the game.
For them, that's a huge save to keep them in the game at this point. A little miscommunication where Coates thought Cullen was going to pick up the puck, and as he leaves it for him, Cullen turns away, and Coach has to make that last minute, oh, guess I'm holding on to that one, before a Majors player is able to grab it.
Yeah, and again, that's one of those intangibles as a goalie, you know, knowing when you just got to cover the puck and stop the play and recognizing, you know, if you've got a threat coming down on you. And these are all the things that these goalies are learning at this level, and that's why they always say goalies take a lot longer to develop.
Yeah. And as a defenseman, you don't want to be turning away from a loose puck in front of your own net. You want to make sure it's covered before you make that turn as well.
You know, and again, one of the intangibles is communication, and you know, really, really, really important to be able to communicate, because, you know, as a goalie, you are another set of eyes for your D, and learning how to vocally and verbally, you know, present cues for your defenseman, and it goes both ways, the defenseman having and needing the ability to communicate with their goaltender as well.
And the refs are over having a conversation at the Majors bench. Not sure what that's about, but looks like play is about to be back underway here. Puck drops. Bertrand wins it back. Ross has control for the Majors as he skates into the zone. Throws it in behind Caddick. Burnett picks it up for the Trappers, though, throws it out to the point, but a pinching defenseman holds it in for the Majors. The Majors still have control. Big shot! Saved by Coates. The Trappers get control of it, but are not able to clear their zone yet. Cycles around the net, but Harry has it. Loses control, though. And the Trappers are able to grab it, though. Siegel tries to chip it out, but it's blocked in. Siegel gets it back, passes to his line mate, but it's into the skates of Burnett. Burnett is able to clear it after a little fight for the puck. The ref's arm is up, but I'm not sure who that penalty is going for. It looks like the Trappers are going to be in the box 2 minutes for interference, and it looked like he was pointing at Burnett, but I'm not sure.
Well, here we go, Ben. So, you know, first period, Trappers seem to be in control. We're up on the scoreboard by 2. Bad penalty, and momentum changed on a dime. So here we go. Now we're back. We've got a penalty. We're up 4-2. And
Yep.
Will there be another change in momentum? Because like we say, Ben, a 4-2 lead. Hey, U18 AAA hockey, momentum changes regularly, leads change regularly.
And as you said, it's a game of motion and emotion. And you got to keep those emotions in check. As the puck is shot towards Coates, he's able to hold on to that one for the first 7 seconds kill to that power play.
Yeah, good job there by Logie. He's doing a good job. He had a couple shots there, just controlling the rebounds.
And the puck is fired out by the Trappers off of the Majors defenseman, but it gets into the neutral zone. And the Majors are not able to successfully make their way back down the ice, but they do have control of the puck. So they cross ice pass. Makes its way all the way down, but it was touched up, so that's not an icing. So the Majors try and control the puck on their power play here. The Trappers are trying to take away from them. Majors behind the net, lose control of the puck, and the Trappers are able to get it for long enough time to just fire it down. As Hall stops it out behind his own net, fakes a pass, and just hands it off to his defenseman that was coming back. Brunton, who was the man pressuring, skates off for a change, and both teams have nearly all new lines out there now. As the Majors make their way in, Coates plays the puck. Majors still have control at the blue line. They skate across over to Boucher, who's playing the point on the power play. So the Majors have it. Take a shot towards the net. Blocker saved by Coates. Rebound picked up by the Majors as they try and get control. But Buckman picks up the puck for the Trappers and skates it down the ice before throwing it in as the Majors make a break the other way. But it's interrupted. The Majors take some time, cycle up in their own zone and try and control. Lockhart, being ever the pest, is deep in the Major zone to make sure they don't have too much time. The Majors do get into the Trappers zone though. A pass across the ice makes it to nobody. Starswick picks it up for the Trappers and just fires it all the way down. As Hall throws it behind his net for his defenseman as he starts his way up the ice. Crosses into the Trappers zone. Tight shot up into the face mask of Coates, but he makes it across as Culbert's out on the penalty kill with a breakaway. Shot, saved, but the arm is up. It looks like there was a slash there on Culbert. And the Majors pick it up. And indeed it is a 2-minute slash.
Well, that was interesting. It looked like Culbert coming out on a line change there with the penalty kill or with the penalty being over. I didn't see exactly how that developed, but it was an example, again, where Boucher, their leading point getter, kind of was behind the play and tried to break up that actual penalty shot-like positioning that Culbert had on that.
And I think Culbert would have been a little bit step ahead, but he got on the ice a bit early, so he had to hold up for a moment, but the Trappers now are on the power play with control. Cullen throws it deep into the corner for Lockhart. Lockhart spinning the corner back to Cullen. Cullen's shot from the far side deflected back into the corner as Lockhart tries to pick it up but doesn't gain control. The Majors have it and fire it all the way down the ice. And Cosmic is back to pick it up from Coates and start his way up the ice again. Throws it behind himself to Cullen, who will back to Cosmic, and Cosmic just over the red line throws it deep. Hall fires it around, picked up by Burnett on the corner there. Cullen has it at the point, fires it in deep again. It's a fight for the puck. It squirts back to the point. Cullen has it. Brunton has it now. Skating across the line, throws it in for a pass. Lockhart has it in the corner. Throws it back to the point. So he's cycling the puck around very well. It's clearing out. Cullen has the attempts to make a pass in to Brunton, but the pass was intercepted. Brunton ends up with the puck anyway. Throws it to the front of the net. Majors pick up the puck and are able to fire it all the way down the ice on this penalty kill.
Some good zone time there and some good puck movement. I think Coach Josh Dale would ultimately be pleased with the puck possession there. Obviously, would like to generate a few more shots when you have that power play.
And there's a face-off whistle blown here that I'm not sure what that whistle was about.
One of the things, Ben, that a lot of teams will
Too
find,
many men on the ice for one of the teams.
Well, if that's a too many men on the ice for the Trappers, we had a few too many men on the ice penalties yesterday. I think there was at least 3 too many men on the ice penalties yesterday, and I think a couple of those went against the Trappers. So, that's an interesting trend, one that I'm sure Coach Josh Dale will be essentially addressing this week.
Yeah, at this level, you don't want to have that kind of mistake happening on your bench. So we have 4-on-4 for the next 30 seconds until, puck squirts out. Coates with the smart play. Big hit at the blue line for the Majors, but the puck gets out anyway. Deck across the line with the puck. Makes a fancy move, gets behind the Majors net. Circling around the zone with it. Drops it back for Buckman, who fires it back in and around. Broussard over with the puck, holding it up against the boards as the Majors take control. And they're on the power play now, so the Trappers have to be a little smart with what they're doing. But Broussard has the puck with lots of time to make some moves and skate around with it. Gets back to the Major zone. He gets stick checked, and the puck just flips into the Trappers bench.
So 1:12 left in the penalty against the Trappers. And again, you know, when you are chasing the play in terms of having to kill penalties, that is really hard, as it really disrupts your energy, it disrupts your lines, and it's so much harder to defend. And that, again, is something that can easily give momentum back to the other team.
We saw that happen about halfway through the first period as well. As the Majors break a shot, Coach with a big save. And the Trappers are able to throw it all the way down the ice. And Lockhart might be the first one to the puck, chips it towards the net, but ends up going behind. Now Brunton is the first one in the corner. This is a good-looking penalty kill where the Trappers are controlling the play more than anything. But the Majors get the puck now. And they break into the Trappers zone. Etheridge takes a shot, saved by Coates. And the puck's behind the net. The Majors are spinning away with the puck, back to the point. Setting up, take a shot through, hits a body in front, and the Trappers are able to fire it down again.
Yeah, if you're a Timmins Majors, anytime you've got Cam Lockhart coming down on you, Cam is obviously a stereotypical power forward, and he likes to take the body, and he takes it hard with his size.
And as we're seeing more problems with the Majors getting through that neutral zone, as Caddick has it, throws it across the ice. The Majors break into the zone. And they're not able to get clean control, but they do have it inside the Trapper zone. And just as the one penalty ends, we're going to have another penalty for the Trappers. It's going to be 2 minutes for hooking.
I was saying to one of the parents, Ben, during the intermission, the first period intermission, you know, when you're playing a back-to-back, you know, as these guys are, normally what I tend to observe is we start to see a lot of penalties. Guys get tired, feet stop moving, and it's interesting that I said to the one parent that, you know, normally halfway through the second period is when we start to see some penalty troubles, and we're seeing that here right now. And some guys out there seem to be playing tired.
So the Trappers are on the penalty kill again with just under 2 minutes. We're halfway through the period. The Majors control the puck through the neutral zone, get into the Trappers' end. Shot high and wide, but the Majors are able to keep it in. Shot on net, blocker save, rebound bouncing around in front. So the Majors have it. Pass unable to connect. And there's another face-off. I didn't see.
Might be off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so here's an example where you know, we talked about it, where the Trappers are hopefully going to try to reverse that trend of giving momentum back. But right now, if they're going to continue to get penalties and be in the box, they are gifting right now the Timmins Majors with 8-9 minutes left in this period the opportunity to regain some of the momentum that they've kind of fought hard to get.
Tonight's pot is right now at $350 for the winner.
And the Majors have control of the puck. Boucher has it, throws it down. And the puck is being cycled on, taken away by the Trappers, but it's taken back by the Majors. Timmins has control. They throw it back to the point. Back down to the half boards. Caddick makes a play from the corner. Doesn't make it to the net, though. Timmins still has control of the puck. A fan shot. Makes way. Etheridge skating in, takes a shot. And that beats just over the blocker hand of Coates into the corner.
Well, there was an example where the D-man realized that the eyes were taken away from the goaltender, Logan Coates. And, you know, the way you generally beat goalies at higher levels and goalies at the level we have competing here today is you basically look to get tips, you look to move and stretch the passes laterally, or you look to take eyes away. And in that case, he saw that aerial angle and executed with a really good shot to score on that top corner.
Yeah, and that was really a defensive breakdown where he shouldn't have had the ability to walk in that close to him to get that shot off, but here we are, and the Trappers had their lead cut in half now. Cullen has control in his own zone. Passes out to Colbert. Gets flipped around the neutral zone. Starcevec has it over to Moore. Moore playing it back to Colbert. Cullen keeps it in. But Moore ends up pulling it out of the zone anyway. Cullen fires it down on Hall. It's just flipped off to the side. Starcevec grabs though. In front of that, Colbert has a shot. That's deflected away. Moore takes a shot from the boards. Also deflected away before it can make it to the net. McLeod, for the Majors, makes his way into North Bay's zone. Throws it towards the front of the net. Picked up. Shot. Big save by Coates as the Majors still have the puck, but the Trappers take it away and are able to start making their way out of their zone. We finally clear the blue line across the red line. But Harry loses control at the Majors blue line. And we're still dealing with the delayed offside where people just keep cycling in and out of the zone. So finally the Majors are making the way up the ice and everyone is onside. The Trappers make a play there. But Harry takes a shot and it goes wide of the net. This fight for the puck at the blue line. It just makes its way out. Broussard has it. Throws the puck up. The Majors pick it up in their own zone. Clear it to the neutral zone. Paddock is unable to control it into the Trapper zone. So the Trappers pick it up. Lockhart has the puck. Throws it up to Broussard, who loses control of it. Timmins picks the puck up. Making their way around their own zone. Fires it up for a stretch pass, but that goes for icing as no one touches it.
Well, energy levels seem to be waning a little bit, and like we said, with the Trappers having to kill some of the penalties they have in this period, what energy reserves they did have, again, having to defend and kill penalties can quickly suck that. But one of the intangibles is when you're killing penalties, you're disrupting your lines. And we've seen that before where it tends to disrupt the flow of the bench where guys aren't getting on for their regular shifts. And that's one of those things that you don't often think about.
No, that really is a major disruption to flow and chemistry on the ice. Big hit by the Trappers. In front of the net, Siegel has a puck. His shot doesn't make it to the net. And it looks like there's a whistle blown. Timmins bench is yelling at the ref there, I guess. And
there was no penalty on the play, and we hope that Timmins player is okay.
Yeah, it looks like that was Ross for the Majors, but he skated off under his own strength and was able to get to his feet on his own. So he looks like he's in a bit of discomfort, but hopefully it's nothing major, and we'll see him back in the game as he's being tended to by the trainer.
Yeah, these guys play hard. They're young athletes, and we never, ever want to see players get injured. We know that, it is a game where injuries are, possible, but we always just hope for a clean game and a hard game, battle and grind kind of game, but we never, ever like to see a young athlete have to go to the bench with an injury.
And a quick shot by the Trappers doesn't make it to the net. Then another shot does off the mask and down into the body, and Hall's able to hold on to that one.
Yeah, the pace of the play is just kind of slowed. And again, Ben, I often wonder these back-to-back games. Timmins, that's a long drive, and you play a hard game yesterday, and it just seems like energy levels right now with 6 minutes left in the second period, guys are just kind of playing a little bit on their heels. So it's going to be the team that can somehow find that what I call battle and grind mindset, can continue to play on their toes and try to get this win. And this is where the coaches have to teach they're teaching these young athletes how to win and how to finish games, and that's an important skill.
And the Majors are able to fire it down to the Trapper zone. Played for Coates as he plays it out to the defenseman. Cosmic now has the puck, throws it across for Cullen, but that wasn't tape to tape. Cullen is able to get it, but he receives a hit from the Timmins player. Now the Trappers have control again as they try and make their way out again. Cosmic down into the rock zone is held up. There's definitely looking for an interference call from the North Bay side, but not one happening as
And
Timmins
I would
knocks off the net.
probably could have been an interference call there, and maybe should have. I mean, we're always going to give kudos to our officials, and as much as this is a development league for our players, this is also a development league for our officials. And I know one of our officials out there, Corey, a friend of mine who's in the Canadian Forces and works out rigorously up at the base. I see him there. I mean, I think he has aspirations of going on to become an official eventually in the OHL.
Oh yeah, this is a great ground for those guys to get their starting legs. The Trappers have control of the puck. Paquette's shot roofs it from right in front of Hall and scores to make the lead 5-3.
Wow, what an important goal for the Trappers right now with energy levels waning. And again, these young athletes, if I was talking to Alex there, the goaltender for the Majors, you probably want to be holding your feet on that. And these guys, if you give them what we call that aerial angle, they are going to find it. And that's a really, really important goal for the Trappers. And again, Ben, a real testament. I mean, look at the guys who've had all the guys scoring by committee and stepping up to get the goals. Really impressive.
And speaking of that committee, although he's not contributing to the goal side, Coach just made a big play on a bouncing puck in front of him that could have very easily found its way into a Timmins Major's hands, but he was able to grab it before it got to anyone dangerous.
Yeah, and I think this is an important time for both goalies right now at 5-3. Really important for pad boy Logan Coates to kind of step up and try to do his best to keep the score, and most certainly for Alex for the Majors, it'll be really important for him to try to close the door to keep the momentum going forward into that third period.
The Trappers try and clear their zone, but are unable to. Timmins controls the puck, but the Trappers get it back. Lockhart clears it out over the center line and gets it into Timmins' zone, but it gets back out again. Lockhart back into the Timmins zone again. Brunton, first one in on the puck, tries to throw it back out, but that pass is intercepted. Timmins throws it around the bench. Buckman picks it up at the point, takes a shot off a pad, and Deck is unable to hold the line. He's in hot pursuit, but he passes over to Buckman. Buckman throws it up. Lockhart chips it in. Hall out behind his own net to play the puck around. And Timmins, Caddick make a pass over to Etheridge, but Broussard is able to pick it off. As North Bay throws it down the ice, it doesn't have legs for icing. Timmins picks it up again, throws it behind their own net. And this fight for the puck, no one's able to control it, but Timmins comes away with it. They're trying to clear their zone, but Etheridge has it. Looks like there's a penalty coming against the Trappers. And the discipline may be the downfall of this team. Every time they get a step ahead, they find themselves in the box.
Yeah, and again, I know the message that Coach Josh Dale sent to the boys about playing with discipline. And every time they get up on the scoreboard and they seem to be inching ahead in the momentum department, there is a penalty that's taken. Now, that's not a common penalty for Benny Brunton, who obviously is the points getter for the entire league. That's not usual for Benny to take a penalty, but guys get tired, minds get tired, and sometimes emotions take over.
That's a good stick block there by the Trappers on a pass across the zone. Majors have it, take a shot from the point, rebound save, rebound misses the net. And the Majors have it back in their own zone, trying to make their way back up towards the Trappers' end. Neutral zone pass intercepted and was fired back down into the Majors' zone.
Then you have to understand, too, with a player like Benny Brunton now, he's a guy out there that all teams are looking at with his skill and his point lead. So Benny has to fight through an awful lot of adversity now that he has a bit of a target on his back.
And the Majors have control of the puck. Etheridge has it, takes a shot. Big glove save by Coates from the face-off dot.
Good save by Logan, and you can see it up here, Ben. See how square he was to that puck. His eyes were on it, and basically he had good depth management there, and that was a good save. Generally made to look easy just by his positioning.
And Buckman gets control of the puck off the face-off, but it ends up in the hands of the Majors, as they aren't able to control the line though. And it gets back into their own zone, but the Majors maintain control. With a minute left on the power play, the Majors get their way back in. Scott with the puck, drops it back, the shot into the body of Coates, and he holds on to it for another face-off to his blocker side.
So Logan is doing his job right now to try to maintain that momentum. Otherwise we're going to see a pattern like we saw in the first period. We're going in with just a couple minutes left. The Trappers hand momentum back to the Majors, so he's doing his best to try to keep that momentum.
And Czech takes a shot. It's off the post, and the Majors have control again. McLeod passes it off, back to McLeod at the point, takes a shot, doesn't make it to the net though. Deck grabs control of it, fires it around the boards, and it gets out and all the way down to Timmins' end. They're able to control the puck and make it back up. North Bay has a special battle on this power play or all penalty kills in this period, having that long change to have to deal with as well.
Yeah.
And that's, when your team's clearly losing energy, you're taking penalties from plays where you're a lot of times are just not moving your feet, to then have to make that extra long change is really just all compounding interest of negative motion.
Yeah, and you basically can see how energy levels are kind of waning out there on both sides.
And Lockhart's fighting for the puck, and Trappers are able to get it out of their zone, but haven't made significant way down. Cullen now has it, makes it into the Timmins zone, loses control of the puck. We're back to 5-on-5 here. Broussard holds it in. They're fighting for the puck on the boards, just inside Timmins' blue line. Gets fired into the corner. Broussard in. Brunton goes in after it. Big hit by Lockhart as Etheridge makes his way out for Timmins. They get inside. Boucher has control of the puck, cycles around, makes a pass over. And that's off the blocker and into the glove of Coates.
Good job by Logan to understand you just got to kind of control the play and not let rebounds out. So you've got a minute left, and the old adage in hockey, Ben, never get scored in the last minute of a period. And part of that's because you never want to have to go into a dressing room and kind of be deflated. So it's all about keeping momentum and energy, by trying to keep your other team off the board in the last minute.
Yeah, goals in the first and last minute of the period can both be momentum killers. As Timmins are still pressing, but Brunton has the puck. He tries to make a play up, but Etheridge picks it off. And Timmins gets into the Trapper zone, but Harries stops the play, but loses control, picks the control back up again, throws it around, and Timmins still have it in. Trappers now get out of the zone. Broussard tries to stick handle through three players, loses control of the puck. It comes back out to the point, but Harry just fires it in towards the net to just kill off play. It looks in the last 15 seconds. The Trappers are happy to not press and just let Timmins take their time with the puck and try and kill out this period. They get in. Brunton has control of the puck now. There's a couple Timmins Majors players on him, but he just holds on to it. It's into the corner. And the refs are blowing some whistles after the buzzer and a little bit of pushing and shoving, but I doubt there'll be any penalties that come from that one.
Well, Ben, I guarantee if I was to go into the Trappers dressing room, Coach Josh Dale is going to be reiterating the need for discipline. They had a number of penalties. I don't know what the exact number was. It had to be at least 4, maybe even 5 that they had to kill in this particular period. If I was a coach, I'd probably be pulling the "suck it up, buttercup" speech out of my arsenal in terms of, we're tired, guys maybe are lacking energy, guys might be playing a little bit hurt, but now we've got one period left to kind of suck it up and adopt that battle and grind mentality and see if we can somehow get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got to just dig in and find that extra gear that they didn't show that period for sure, and if they can keep it up, they have a 2-0 lead so far with 20 minutes left to play.
Looking forward to it. Should be an interesting third period, Ben.
And on that note, we will return after this intermission for the third period of action.
Canadian Tire North Bay. Whether you're in need of a hockey gear upgrade, or some cooking kitchenware to help get you fueled up for the big game. Maybe it's a set of new snow tires or a tune-up to help you get there safely. Stop by the newly renovated Canadian Tire North Bay. Open 7 days a week and located conveniently at 890 McEwen Avenue, they have everything you need for this season.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalieresiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie-resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, for the third period of this so far great game between the North Bay AAA U18 Trappers and the Timmins U18 AAA Majors.
And you know, Ben, the game is going to finish great for the team that stays out of the penalty box. And Coach Josh Dale probably said, boys, there's only one person I want to see sitting in that penalty box, and that's our scorekeeper, Mike Brito. And I think I'm going to make a bold prediction that the team that is able to kind of stand in that penalty box and maintain their emotion and composure is going to be the team that walks out of here with the win.
I think that's a very, very astute call on your part there, Rob. We know that North Bay definitely had some discipline issues in that second period, and they are fortunate to step away from it with a 2-goal lead. But they may not be so lucky after a third period if they keep up the same type of act.
Yeah, for sure. And from the Timmins end of things, they've got 20 minutes before a long bus ride home, and they need to try to keep their mind in the game. And the one thing I always like to say is every shift is another opportunity for success. And if you can kind of focus on that micro level where every line goes out there and competes and battle and grinds and wins their shift, generally something good is going to happen.
And I'm sure the conversation inside the Timmins locker room was along the lines of a theme that we've talked about. A 2-goal lead is nothing in this league.
No.
And they, for good stretches of that second period, they looked like they were in control of the game. So if they can keep that going, I'm sure that's what Timmins is aiming for. And I'm sure Josh Dale and the coaching staff had the reverse message of that of, okay, boys, let's pull our heads out of the sand and keep them in the game here and keep out of the box.
And this is exactly what the Trappers need, though. They need to be pushed, and you really hope to have an opposition that can match you skill-wise and physically, because that's the only way you get better. So, we just hope that both teams here can come out with their tanks full and put a good solid 20 minutes in here.
And the puck is dropped, and Timmins fires it down the ice for an icing right off the draw.
But it's not easy, Ben. I mean, I can't imagine at this aging stage in my life going out there and playing 2 back-to-back games like that. I mean, that would be painful.
No,
painful.
Every year, the last few years I haven't, but up until the last couple of years, every year I play in one hockey tournament in Trout Creek, the family tournament. And we routinely will play 3 to 5 games in the weekend, and I'll feel it for a week afterwards. I haven't been up to the last couple of years. I'm hoping to be this year, but we'll see how that goes.
Well, get some Advil, my friend.
Yeah. And Sagan Hutchison has the puck, passes it off to his partner, Cullen. Cullen skates behind his own net to settle the play down. Makes a move out and looks for a long stretch pass up. Burnett touches the puck into the Timmins zone, but is not able to control the puck. It's loose there. Timmins has it on the board and fires it up into the neutral zone. Back onto the stick of Cullen in his own end. Sagan Hutchison has it. Looks for a pass. The man was changing. So Timmins has control again in their end. And they're able to maintain control momentarily as they set up behind their own zone. Pass to Boucher. Skates in front of his own net. Throws it up the ice. Is picked off by Cullen as it misses a few of his own players. Now Timmins has it in their own end and they flip it up and try and get it out. But Starcevic grabs it and has control of the puck inside Timmins' zone. Has Moore in front who had his stick lifted at the last second. And Timmins now has the puck. They control their way through the neutral zone. Scott has it for Timmins. Takes a shot from in close. Big save. As Timmins has the rebound and throws it back to the point. Another shot towards the net is blocked away by Coates as the puck makes its way back down to Timmins' zone. Caddick has it for the Majors as he passes it up the ice. Puck's chipped into North Bay's end. Coates plays it behind the net and throws it around. Starcevic tries to chip it out but isn't able to make it to the blue line. It gets thrown back in. Deck has it behind the Trappers' net. So he passes it up to Starcevic again. Starcevic throws it up the boards but it's grabbed by a Timmins player. Starcevic receives a big hit but continues to move the puck forward. It's into the Timmins zone. Comes back, just back out. Buckman has it and fires it deep in. Hall plays it behind his own net to his own defenseman. Pass in front is almost intercepted by Lockhart, but Timmins is able to clear the play of any danger. Fight for the puck along the boards. Makes its way out to Timmins. He's able to get through the neutral zone. And a big shot. Big save by Coates. Rebound. Just high of the net, but Coates was stretched out over there. May have made a blocker save had he hit the net anyway.
Well, on that particular play, the defense for the Trappers, their job is to try to disrupt the pass across. Logan did his job in terms of taking the shooter, but on the back check, nobody was able to pick up that trailing Timmins Majors player and almost ended up in the back of the net.
And Brunton picks up a pass in his own zone, throws it up to Brassard, who's down one-on-one, takes a shot. Hall makes the save. Lockhart has a backhand towards the net. Puck ends up back at the point, though. Proctor takes a shot. Hall gloves it down for a face-off just inside the Timmins zone.
I'm going to have to talk to Zeke about that, because I've often said to the defense, when you're going to put the puck on the net, just aimlessly kind of shooting it to the catching glove of the goalie, you're better off to put it to the blocker where you're going to get a rebound. And, we don't see the big windups anymore. Men, defense are taught to literally get pucks on net and gone are the big slappers from the point, but you have to be smart when and where you put it.
And a pass just up front.
Having said
takes
that,
a shot.
I actually see a slapper.
That happened to us last game, too. We talked about that, and right away there's a big slap shot from the point. As the Timmins clear
missed
their
the
zone.
net, I might add, missed the net.
Yeah. And Bahari has it for the Trappers, throws it up the boards. It gets just out. A fumble by the puck. Siegel has it for the Trappers into the Timmins zone. Makes a pass over to Burnett. Burnett loses control of the puck, and Timmins goes back the other way. Their pass is not received, and it's picked up by Sagan Hutchinson, who throws it back up to Burnett. Burnett throws it up. Cosmic has the puck just inside the Timmins zone. He's unable to have solid control of it. Paquette throws it forward into the corner. And Burnett has it behind the net, throws it in front. And stick check prevents a shot being had. As Timmins tries to make a play up, and that could have been a too-many-men call, but the ref didn't make any whistle or gesture. And Timmins has a shot. Glove saved by Coates, and he holds on to it in his own face-off in his own zone.
Yeah, so both teams here are going to have to be careful. That was a good job by, I didn't see what number it was for the Majors there coming back to kind of lift that stick. But again, it's going to be that team that battling grinds and mitigates the mistakes that's going to be able to finish this off.
And after save by Coates, the Trappers have the puck going up the other way. Hall plays the puck to Moore. Back to Paquette. Tries to throw across to Moore, but doesn't connect. It's Timmins trying to control the puck and get out of their zone, but they're having to fight for it. Puck breaks free, and the Timmins are able to fire it down the ice, and he throws it over the boards.
There's been a couple of times both goaltenders, have we always want our goaltenders to play the puck, but it's really important to have that goalie IQ and that awareness of the how, the when, and the why to play it. And Alex, the goalie for the Majors, has been quite aggressive with playing the puck and almost got himself into trouble there on that last play.
And the Trappers have control of it. Deck has it at the point, puts it towards the net, off pad of Hall. The Majors are able to break out, and they're back down. The drop pass ends up on the stick of the Trappers. Brunton has the puck, breaks in. Fancy play across, shot. Hall is able to keep it out of the net as the puck goes off its mooring.
And that's never the guy you want to see coming down the wing if you're a Timmins Major, is Benny Brunton. And again, trying to teach kids at this age to play within themselves, making a backhand pass, no-look pass like that. Again, those are those teachable moments, teaching guys how to play within themselves and to basically, you always want them to push their limits, and you never want them to play with the fear of what I call the what-ifs. But there's times when you have to learn to keep the game simple. And in that particular case, I'm sure the Timmins coach is saying that would be an ill-advised play at any time.
And Timmins has control of the puck inside their own zone. Jodwin chips it down into the Trappers' end. Buckman is fighting for the puck. And there is a penalty being called against the Trappers.
And again, Carter just a little bit behind the play. Again, maybe tired, but good job by the Timmins Major player there to move the feet. And again, this is exactly, almost verbatim, first period, second period. I think we've seen this script play out before, Ben.
Yeah, and I'm sure this is exactly what Coach Dale would have been addressing in the dressing room before this period happened. As Timmins wins the face-off, but it clears their zone. They fire it back into the Trappers' end for icing, but the Majors were able to get in first to negate it. And they're firing the puck around the Trappers' zone, but haven't been able to control it in any significant manner as it's fired back down and Hall plays it in the corner. Timmins takes control of the puck inside their own zone, and Boucher starts to skate up the ice. Makes a pass off. It gets into the Trappers' zone. And there's a fight for the puck along the half boards. And Trappers get it and just fire it all the way back down again. And Hall makes a pass up the ice to Boucher. Boucher gets inside. His deke is negated by a stick check, but Timmins controls the puck anyway. Puck gets fired in around behind the net. Caddick has it. Looking for a man in front. Shot goes in. I'm not sure whether that was deflected or a save by Coates, but the puck's in the corner for Timmins. As it comes out in front, North Bay's able to just chip it down the ice again and go off for most of a line change. As Hall plays it around his net. Timmins is trying to clear their own zone with control. Patrick has the puck. Throws it up the ice. Timmins has control. A shot pass across, connects with no one. And Timmins is able to maintain control inside of the Trappers' zone. As they slow down the play with 8 seconds left on the power play. Big play in front there with a save by Coates, though.
And that was a very big save by Logan, and an important one.
Another pass across, another save by Coates on his pads. He blocked a pass. And North Bay is able to get the puck out of their zone, and they're on even strength now. And Bahari is fighting to keep it out of his zone, but it got back in and then chipped back out. Now we're down in Timmins' end. Patrick makes a pass across, but Starcevic tips it. And Timmins is struggling to get it out of their end, but they do clear the zone and they get down into North Bay end. Down in the corner, Caddick has it. Now North Bay's able to clear their zone. Moore gets into the end, passes to Starcevic. His pass across to Paquette. Paquette's shot goes wide into the corner. Cullen pitches in, but isn't able to keep the puck in. It goes all the way down for icing as Sagan Hutchison is first back for the Trappers.
Good job by Trapper defenseman and captain Jackson Cullen just to be a bit of a steadying force on the back end there, making some good plays and some good reads and keeping it simple. And that's what you need, you know. You need your leaders, you need your captains to lead by their actions, reactions, and sometimes inactions, Ben.
And right now, Bahari is just picking up his gloves from equipment adjustment on the ice as we have a face-off to the glove side of Hall. And ref calls a play. What's he do? Just calls Brunton out of the face-off dot. Bahari loses the puck in his feet, but is able to keep it in the zone. As the Majors are able to get control of the puck and head down the ice. But it's moved from the Trapper zone. It's back into the Trapper zone. But Harry's fighting for the puck and trying to get it moved upward. Proctor now has it. Pushes it out of zone. Brunton has it. Proctor was hauled down. There's a penalty coming, but Brunton's making his way up the ice. Pass across. Doesn't connect with Lockhart. So Lockhart's taken down. And there's a whistle now as Timmins has control of the puck. And there's a 2-minute penalty for tripping.
Yeah, and again, comes down to moving the feet. Majors player just was kind of chasing a bit, and that's, again, with 11 minutes left in the third period on a back-to-back. You know, you're tired. Sometimes your mind is a bit cloudy, and you end up taking bad penalties. But
and that one was a particularly rough one to be taking, as there was a cloud of Timmins players around at the time, so he wasn't the last man back even. If you're the last man back and you use your stick, it can sort of be accepted, but that was unnecessary altogether as Trappers get a shot. Brunton tries to throw it back to the point, but bats it all the way down to his own end where Cullen picks it up. Sells it down behind his own net as he's being watched by Etheridge and starts up the ice. Cullen crosses the blue line, crosses the red line, dumps it into Timmins' end. Burnett is in on the forecheck, trying to control the puck, throws it back to the point. It looks like we're going to have Lockhart.
and that's going to be a bad penalty by Cam. It looks like that's going to be a boarding call.
It looks like the player's slow to get up.
And you know, Cam is a power forward. He plays the game with grit. He plays the game with tenacity. It looks like this could potentially not bode well for the Trappers. And just like we've seen before, it's giving this momentum back. And this is just that type of undisciplined play that Coach Josh Dale is really has a hard time with.
Yeah, when you're on a rare power play in a game with only a 2-goal lead, to take a hitting from behind call and get kicked out of the game is really unfortunate. And I think he knew right off the bat that what he did was wrong, because he took the guy into the boards and was holding him up.
Yeah, and let's just hope that the Timmins player is okay, because we never ever like to see that. So we really hope that he's okay. But again, it's just. These are young hockey players, and they play with emotion, and they play with passion, and it's learning how to control that, especially when you're tired in a back-to-back series. That is a part of the development process, Ben.
Yeah, and one thing that I will comment on is we are a lot more aware with players with neck and back and head injuries that they're always a lot more cautious where.
And we should be. We need to protect the athletes, and the athletes need to protect themselves too. Now, with that being said, every time you're a Timmins player, you have to be aware of who's on the ice and who you're up against. And Cam is a power forward. He plays with grit. He plays with passion. So if you're a player, you also have to be respectful of that, and you have to protect yourself with your body awareness and your body positioning. And that goes the same for the Trappers. They have to be aware of who they're against. And if there's a physical player out there, then you've got to make sure that you keep your body and your positioning to kind of protect yourself.
Yeah, I mean, even if, being unaware of who all's out there, making sure you're not putting your body in a position of you're going to be taking an injury like that. There's a lot you can do not a victim blaming scenario, but there is a lot you can do to protect yourself from potential harm and injury on the ice. It looks like the refs have now decided what they're calling for penalties there.
And this is a really important time in the game right here, Ben. It's almost going to go to script. Pretty much the same pattern for periods 1, 2, and as I suggested right at the beginning, the team that stays out of the penalty box is the team that basically wins this. But let's not forget, too, we actually have a Timmins major player in the box as well, so we'll have to see what this goes down as.
And the Trappers are fortunate with the situation of that penalty. Aside from losing Lockhart, they're only going to have 30 seconds of a penalty kill to have to deal with from that, as they're on 4-on-4 now for the next minute and 15 seconds. As the Trappers try and clear out their zone. Siegel with a big play, comes into the end, has Broussard with him, shot on, but the rebound's just out of Broussard's reach. As the Trappers make their way back the other way, Boucher has the puck, throws it across the ice. The Trappers have it, and they break out of their zone again. Deck has it now, leaves it for Broussard, who back in for Deck, in behind the Majors net. So Scholl throws it across for Broussard as he's not able to handle that pass. Back across the net for Siegel, who throws it out front to a bunch of Majors players as Boucher for the Majors makes his way down the ice. And there's an offside there, so they have to head up back the other way. Cosmic takes a shot on net. And Bachman has it. Loses control, and Timmins heads back down towards the North Bay end. Sagan Hutchison chips it out of his own, and that's an offside as Patrick tries to escape back in before his team is cleared.
It's a good shift by the Trappers down low and doing a good job of keeping the Timmins Majors players to the outside and getting sticks on pucks, taking lanes away, all of those things that we regularly talk about in here. The Trappers did quite well on that last shift.
And Coates stops up the puck behind his net for Cullen, who skates it out. Doesn't like what he sees, so he cycles back around and heads up the ice again. Cycles back around again, throws it back to his partner Sagan Hutchinson, who has it behind his own net. And he dumps it all the way down the ice as they are now short-handed.
Good patience by Captain Cullen there, just to be patient and to kind of steady the back end there and not do anything undisciplined.
Big shot in front of the net there, a pass out by Timmins, hits Hall, and he's able to cover it up before Paquette can get there to tap in an easy gift of a goal. So we still only have 5-3.
5-3, and it looks like, with 8 minutes and 48 seconds, discipline is going to be key, Ben.
We have 12 seconds left on this penalty from the hit from behind. And then we're back to even strength, and we'll see who can keep what. Big slap shot for the point. Blocker save up by Hall. And that's into the netting behind the net, and we'll have a face-off again.
And Jackson is probably going to be giving it to me there because we've been talking about trying to get him to go for the blocker. But I said low blocker, Jackson.
Yeah, doesn't help if it's deflected out of the net. And Proctor steps back on the ice, ending the penalty. The Trappers have it inside their own zone, and they start to make their way up the ice. Siegel has it, tries to make a fancy play, but it's interrupted. He chips it into the corner. Cosmic in there fighting for the puck. Back in behind the net. Puck to the half boards now. Timmins tries to throw it around their own net, but doesn't get a full stick on it. So there's a battle behind the net for the puck. Timmins comes away with control. It's a little chip out, but Burnett grabs it and fires it all the way back in on Hall. He drops it, plays it behind his own net to his defenseman. And they make a pass up to the center ice line as they dump it into the Trapper zone. Proctor has control of the puck, skates behind his own net, looks up for a pass to Cosmic, but it doesn't connect. Timmins player tips it over the board.
Yeah, so it's going to be the team that basically can more or less, mitigate the mistakes in their back end. And we saw there a few moments ago, Timmins almost gifted the Trappers a goal that literally could have been that nail in the proverbial coffin. So,
And there's a penalty right now being called against the Trappers. 2 minutes for holding against Paquette, it looks like. Or more, I guess.
well, I didn't see that one back behind the play, but we're going to sound like a broken record here. In terms of staying out of the box, I mean, you're up by 2 goals. You do not want to gift them a goal with 7 minutes left and hand them any momentum back. So, again, we've said it before, a really important time in this particular period, Ben.
And the 2-goal lead's not much in this league, especially when you have a power play. So the Trappers try and clear it out, but the Majors are able to keep it in their zone. Boucher has it. Pass across, big shot, big save, and he holds on to the rebound.
Well, big save is an understatement there, because that save was made look easy by pad boy Logan Coates, but that was beautiful read on the play, that kind of back door, and the most important part of that play was the ability to maintain the rebound and control it.
And Brunton wins the face-off for the Trappers as they fire it around and out. Makes its way all the way down to the Majors' end. Boucher picks up the puck, cycles behind his own net and starts to skate with it. Starcevic hot on him though, so he moves the puck. Etheridge has it as he crosses into the Trappers' zone. But the Trappers are able to get control of the puck enough to fire it down. Hall shoots it down, but Brunton grabs it in his own end. Up to Starcevic, who tries to throw it in, but isn't able to get a grab on the puck. Now Timmins sets up in the Trappers' zone to try and get some offense. A player blows a tire though, so Cullen's able to fire the puck around. It's not cleared though. Boucher holds the line. Pass it in, pass across the ice. But Timmins isn't able to control enough to get a shot off, but they're fighting for it behind the net. Cullen into the corner, fighting with the Timmins Major player. Timmins comes away with the puck though, but they lose control quickly and it's chipped it back out to the point. It bounces over the defenseman's stick. And we are now getting Boucher 2 minutes for interference on a great effort by Starcevic to try and get down and interfere on or make interruption on a power play.
Yeah, good for him. He just kept the feet moving. If he stops skating, he does not draw that penalty.
Yeah.
So good job by Starcevic to keep those feet moving and draw that penalty. So Coach Josh Dale definitely will be happy to see that he didn't quit on that play, kept the feet moving, and as a result, gives the Trappers a bit of an opportunity to maintain some momentum.
So we have 34 seconds of 4-on-4 play here before the Trappers take a power play for just under a minute and a half. Proctor pinches in to hold the puck inside the blue line. Broussard at the point throws it up for Proctor, who skates back and grabs it. And the Majors are able to clear the zone but aren't able to control it well. Puck gets back into the Trappers' zone, but Harry tries to keep control of it as the Cosmic comes down. All alone with 2 Majors. He just tries to do a little skate around with the puck, but loses control, and the Majors now try and break out. We are now into Trappers' power play as the Majors have control inside the Trappers' zone. They're just playing around with the puck, trying to kill as much time as they can right now. McCullum picks it up at his own blue line. Cycles around looking for someone to move the puck to. Drops it for Broussard, who passes it up. Tipped into the Major zone. Hall out to play it. The backhand pass doesn't make it out of the zone though. The Major's able to grab control and fire it down. Cullen behind his own net picks up the puck from Coates. Spins around and starts his look again. Burnett down, first player for the Trappers in pursuit of it, but he's unable to get the puck. Brunton has it while there's a player offside, so he has to circle around in the neutral zone and make another attempt at breaking into the Timmins zone. He gets inside but loses control of the puck. But Starcevic grabs it. Starcevic has in front, flipping around with the puck, and the shot off the shoulder of Hall and into the netting above the glass.
Well, that was a good save by Hall. Again, they were looking for that aerial angle there, but that goal with 4 minutes would have probably been enough to take the Trappers to the victory, but again, we say it all the time, Ben, 4 minutes, 2-goal lead. Certainly the Trappers are going to have to finish this with some composure, and you need your leaders to step up and settle things down and play with some discipline here.
Deck has that Durham across to Sagan Hutchinson. Goes into Starcevek, who controls the puck, but he has a couple of rangers on him. Tight. And that shot by Siegel goes wide. Paquette has it, throws it around, but it's picked up and fired all the way back down to the Trappers zone. As Boucher skates out of the penalty box, we're back to even strength with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game. Trappers start to head out of their zone, but it's picked off in the neutral zone, and the puck's back and forth between hands as no one can really gain full control. Sagan Hutchinson has it though and throws it in onto Hall in the Majors net. And Trappers pick up the puck inside the zone. Deck has it at the point, throws it into the corner. And there's a trip on the play, but no call coming. Cosmic gets back up as Timmins heads down the ice with Jodwin. Tries to make a play through the feet. The defenseman was unable to, though. And the Timmins has control inside North Bay zone, but they aren't able to make any real progress with the puck. Back to the point. Shot. Wide. Timmins picks up the rebound off the end boards, and the shot goes high there, deflected by a stick into the netting.
And that's what you need to do if you're the Trappers right now. You definitely have to get lanes taken away. You have to get sticks to pucks, and you want to do your best to not let any pucks through. Finish, 3 minutes and 11 seconds left. See if you can finish this game off.
And the Timmins has control of the puck. Shot from a tight angle. Goes wide of the net. Now Proctor has it. Throws it up the boards. North Bay tries to clear their zone and manage to get it out. But a pass from Moritz is not able to connect with Cosmic. But Moore's hot in pursuit on the forecheck. He's able to grab control, throws it in front for a pass, but it's tipped away by Timmins. But North Bay doesn't give up the fight on the puck. As Timmins is able to clear their zone, but not able to control the puck. Proctor has it in the neutral zone. As Timmins is able to take it back, and Cosmic gets it into the Timmins end for the Trappers, and they fire it across, but that pass is intercepted. And Timmins is back down. McLeod has the puck, drops it for a teammate, but it's turned over again as North Bay now has the puck going the other direction, and they fire it into Timmins' zone, but Timmins picks it up. And they're able to have some time to start a breakout here. McLeod has the puck, looks for a stretch pass. And he's able to tip it in. So there's no icing on the play as Cullen for the Trappers tries to start a breakout. The Trappers are able to get it out into the neutral zone. Oh, and Starcevek away on a breakaway, all alone. Big Deke tripped up by the goalie's pad, no goal. But the puck goes out in the neutral zone. Now Timmins is back the other way on a 2-on-2. Boucher with the puck, takes a shot. Pad saved by Coates. Timmins has pulled their goalie now with 1:35 left in the game. Cullen has the puck, chips it up the board. Starcevek is unable to clear it. It's kept in. Timmins has it in front of the net. No shots are able to be had though. Now Broussard has the puck, has Starcevek with him, and they have an open net. Starcevek has the puck. Open net, fires it in for a goal. We have 6-3 with an open net goal with 1:13 left in the game.
Well, Ben, you would think a 6-3 lead with a minute left pretty much all but does it for the Trappers. And, yesterday I made the comment about, I don't know if you're a golfer, but my golf game's kind of gone down over the last number of years. But sometimes I'm able to go out and just kind of get it around and get in with not a bad score. Well, the Trappers here this weekend, they've come in and maybe haven't had their best performances over the last two games, but they've been able to get it around and able to get the win. And I think ultimately, that's what a coach will be happy with.
And as Trappers are now trying to keep it inside for the last minute. Timmins are trying to break out of their zone. They fire it down the ice. And the icing is negated by Timmins being the first team down for the puck. North Bay has control of it though. They're able to fire it down, and it was touched up, so for no icing back the other way. Timmins has it in their own zone to try and take control of the puck and break out the other way. They still have control in their own zone, but they're not able to make any significant move forward, as now they actually get out of their zone and through the neutral zone. Get into the Trappers zone, but don't have solid control of the puck. It's being held up against the boards. And the referee blows the whistle with 15 seconds left, as the puck was not showing any signs of movement.
So Ben, this is basically only the second time these teams have seen one another. They're going to see each other again in the near future. But Timmins is a team that's in the hunt, and they've got a couple games in hand against the North Bay Trappers, and unquestionably the next time they meet will be very important points on the line.
Certainly there will be. And the Trappers win that face-off back, and it looks like no one's going to put out too much effort for this last 15 seconds, and just let the clock count down until we have that final buzzer in 5 seconds here. This is abnormal to have this long of a nothing play happen go on, but here we are.
Haven't seen that too often.
No. Usually if there's like 5 seconds, you'll see it, but for a whole 15 seconds, there was no play.
Well, yeah, interesting. But as you can imagine, Timmins Majors coming all the way down from Timmins. 2 games, they battle and grinded here today, and so Trappers are going to be happy with the win, but they're not going to be happy with some of the lack of discipline that took place here today. I will unequivocally guarantee you Coach Josh Dale will be addressing that. For the Timmins Majors, they came down here, they competed hard. Yesterday was a really entertaining game. I really enjoyed watching the goalies from the Timmins Majors. They've got some good goalies there that I'm going to be really interested to keep an eye on. Proud of Pad Boy Logan Coates. He got the win. He basically finished it off after giving up a play that he would want back, but that's what you want in a goalie and in a team, is that battle and grind mindset. So they found a way to get it done, and they're coming out of here with 2 wins, and basically this week will be another opportunity to get back to work and get ready for the next weekend. Yeah,
and that was a great game, and it was a pleasure to call it with you, Rob, and spend it up here in the booth with Mike the cameraman. Happy birthday, Mike. And with that, we'll call it a day, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks again, Ben.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being in netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.